Live from WTVO 17 and your home team, Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
The Rockford Park District warms up to the idea of keeping the Riverview Ice House open. A community group formed to save the rink announces a change of plans.
Winnebago County's coroner and his wife are officially charged with fraud. We look at the dozens of counts they're accused of.
And prosecutions are the Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office's responsibility. We check back in with the two men on the ballot to run the department and what they think are the county's most pressing issues.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. A group of local ice skaters save one of Rockford's rinks from melting down.
The Save Riverview Ice House effort says the Rockford Park District Board of Commissioners has shifted plans to close the rink. Instead, the board will work with the community to renovate it. The group issuing a statement thanking the board says Riverview is an important asset to our downtown economy, our urban neighborhoods, and the entire regional ice skating community. It's good to know we can join forces to restore it and keep it open for generations to come.
You might want to hold your bets on the future of Rockford's Hard Rock Casino. Its license will not be reviewed for maybe another 6 months. The Illinois Gaming Board delayed the decision at a special meeting this morning. Administrators blame the pandemic for the pushback. Yesterday, we told you Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara hopes the decision comes down sooner rather than later. The Hard Rock Casino's license application was sent in just over a year ago.
A grand jury indicts the Winnebago County coroner and his wife on dozens of fraud charges. Bill Hintz was indicted on 37 counts of stealing government funds, forgery, and official misconduct. His wife Michelle is charged with 7 counts of similar crimes. The couple was arrested back in September. Investigators say they used a county-issued credit card for hotel rooms, rental cars, and gas. The Winnebago County State's Attorney estimates nearly $16,000 of government funds was stolen.
Rockford firefighters rushed to a fully engulfed barn fire early this morning. It happened around 3:30 on East State Street near University Drive. That is on the far east side of Rockford Fire's response area, but hydrants were still in range. Fire investigators say the homeowners woke up to find the barn covered in flames. No one was hurt. Everything in the barn was destroyed. Several chickens died.
Suburban Chicago police release videos from the night of a deadly officer-involved shooting in Waukegan. Body and dash cam footage shows parts of the incident which claimed the life of 19-year-old Marcellus Stinnett. In the video, you can hear an officer tell the couple he had a warrant for Stinnett's arrest. They ask, for what? The car then speeds off. After a short pursuit, officers can be heard commanding them to get out of the car. Shots are then fired by another officer. That is not shown in the footage. Stinnett's girlfriend was also shot but survived. Illinois State Police are investigating. The officer who opened fire was fired for multiple policy and procedure violations. Early voting records are being set across the nation. Here in the state line, thousands have already handed in their ballots.
But what if you'd had a change of heart and want to change your picks? Is that possible? Ari Bruckman spoke with election officials from Illinois and Wisconsin to find out. Eyewitness News is your local election headquarters.
So in Wisconsin, we do not process any absentee ballots until 7 a.m. on Election Day.
As Election Day nears, there's a lot of information about what you can and can't do. President Donald Trump has encouraged voters who have already casted their ballot for Joe Biden to change their vote for him.
Go out and they'll vote, and they're going to have to go and check their vote by going to the poll and voting that way, because if it tabulates, then they won't be able to do that. So let them send it in and let them go vote. And if their system's as good as they say it is, then obviously they won't be able to vote.
Voter laws vary from state to state. In Illinois, you only get one chance to cast your vote.
Absolutely not. Once your ballot is cast, that's your only opportunity. Even if we had something in place where you could change your ballot is a secret ballot. Nobody would even know whose ballot was whose, but that is against the law in Illinois.
But in Wisconsin, it's possible if you've already voted to change your pick. The deadline has already passed to request a new ballot be mailed to your home, but if you are set on a different pick, it can still happen.
The other deadline is in person at your clerk's office, and it goes by the last date that they are having in-person absentee voting. Most clerks in the state will stop in-person absentee voting at 5 o'clock on Friday, October 30th.
For your home team, I'm Ari Bruckman.
With less than a week to Election Day, there are important deadlines for Illinois voters to remember. Mail-in ballot applications requested by mail were due no later than today. You can still apply in person until November 2nd. Once you have your ballot, you must return it in person by 7 p.m. on Election Day. If turned in by mail, it must be postmarked by November 3rd. Voter registration is open until Election Day. You'll have to do that in person and vote at the same time. The race for Winnebago County State's Attorney is between two candidates who have experience prosecuting in the state line. We spoke with them recently about prosecuting businesses as the state mandates stricter rules and regulations for bars and restaurants.
Now, Elliot Grandia gets their take on increased violence around the area and what to do about it.
Paul Carpenter has been an assistant to the Winnebago County State's Attorney since back in 2011, practicing law in Northern Illinois since 2001. His opponent, Jay Hamley, has also served as an assistant state's attorney in Winnebago County with experience as an assistant United States attorney for the District of Arizona. City of Rockford has seen more homicides in 2020 than we've seen in a year in over 2 decades. Both candidates want to make sure residents of the county feel safe, a priority for each candidate.
I would also like to create a gun court, and that's not, it's a specialty court, but it really is just a designated judge and prosecutor who would handle gun crimes. And a lot of people talk about the severity of punishment. I would talk a little bit more about the swiftness.
Make sure that we're fully staffing and encouraging problem-solving courts, specialty courts, mental health court, and drug court, which actually address the root causes of crime, hold offenders accountable.
Unrest around the country and right here at home surrounding use of force tactics and proper prosecution really put the job of state's attorney on the map. Both say growing trust with the community would be an important and complex issue to tackle.
So with this officer-involved shooting, there's an integrity task force. I suspect most people don't even know what that is. Who makes that task force up? What will they actually do and what the timelines are? And I think if we can be more transparent with respect to the process, people will trust the outcome.
I would propose, or I would implement a system where people can report crimes by police officers to the state's attorney's office, so the state's attorney can refer those for investigation, hopefully to an independent agency.
For your local election headquarters, I'm Elliot Grandia.
A State Line school collects nearly $20,000 through a fundraiser with a spooky twist. Students at Keith Country Day came to school decked out in costumes for the annual Race for Education. Witches, clowns, even inflatable characters marched in the Halloween parade. School administrators say safety measures to prevent the spread of COVID did not put a damper on the celebration.
The kids are doing great. They're wonderful. You wouldn't know any different from last year to this year other than we're wearing masks, and everybody's doing wonderful with the mask. I think the biggest thing is that they don't want to miss out on the festivities that we usually have.
Older students also get to celebrate tonight with a costume contest and bonfire. Illinois health officials report a single-day record for coronavirus cases.
That's after over 6,300 new cases are confirmed today. This brings the state case total to over 395,000. 56 additional lives were lost over the last 24 hours, including 5 men from DeKalb, Ogle, and Winnebago counties. That brings the Illinois death toll to over 9,600.
Local coronavirus positivity rates have not made much progress over the last day. Region 1's rolling positivity rate is just under 13%. Stevenson and Boone counties have the highest numbers in the state line, both exceeding 16%. Whiteside and Winnebago are both near 14%. Currently, DeKalb County has the lowest numbers, just under 10%. See the full list of positivity rates over at mystateline.com.
Now, your first warned weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
All right, this is going to be a little bit of a special forecast. We've got a couple special people coming tomorrow night, just down the road on 90. Chris Jansen, Jordan Davis. So what I want you to do is listen very closely, see if you can catch their song titles in this forecast. So you're going to want to fix yourself a drink, sit back, and listen to the up and down forecast we've got coming here over the next couple of days. Jessica Thompson shared her fall picture, a little bit of fall, a little bit of Halloween. a little bit of both there in this picture. Jessica, thank you for sharing that photo. C. King at WTVO.com is where you can share your fall and Halloween pictures. We've been stuck in the cloud cover for much of this afternoon, and those clouds, they will stay with us here as we go through this evening. In fact, we're right in the middle between two storm systems. Area of low pressure down over the southeast kind of merged with Hurricane Zeta, now moving into the southeast in the mid-Atlantic. Another low pressure system working in from the north. So again, this will bring us a little bit of both warming and cooling, not only as we head into the weekend, but also going into next week. Now, you might be asking, is this going to ruin my weekend? No, not really, because we're going to see dry conditions, but the end of the weekend is going to be a little bit on the cooler side and windy too. We've had those winds today coming in from the north and northeast, at times gusting close to 30 miles per hour. So it's been a little bit on the chillier side. Winds will ease up just a bit here as we go through the remainder of this evening. 41 in Freeport, 43 in Rockford, 42 now in Belvedere, and 41 our current temperature in Rochelle. So if it's not giving you much of a good vibe, maybe the warm up going into the weekend will. Temperatures on Saturday with that ridge of high pressure building in, we'll get those numbers close to 60 degrees as we go into our Halloween afternoon. But quickly on the back side of that, we are going to see those numbers drop. Very strong cold front comes in Saturday night, so this will bring our highs back down into the 40s for Sunday and Monday, and those overnight lows back down into the 20s. Now, you might be wondering, are we going to cool any more once we head into next week? In fact, our temperatures, they'll actually be warming up. We'll see those numbers after that dip on Sunday, Monday, climbing back into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where high temperatures, those are going to climb back into the 60s. A live look with our Mercy Skytrack camera now over downtown Rockford. We're thick in the cloud cover. Had a couple of sprinkles out there earlier today, and we might see some of the clouds kind of break up just a bit as we go through the overnight, but they will begin to fill back in as we head towards tomorrow morning. Got a weak system that'll pass us to our north. That is not going to bring any rain or snow, but it will keep those temperatures down in the 40s. Hey, if you are heading out to the Halloween concert there for Chris Jansen and Jordan Davis, should be no problems there, so you can do a little bit of slow dancing in the parking lot. Should be pretty nice as far as the weather's concerned. Just maybe need a jacket because it is going to be a little bit on the cooler side. Our trick-or-treat forecast for you. Take your real friends, go on out. They'll understand if you got to do a little bit of social distancing. Temperatures will stay in the 50s here by the 6 o'clock hour, low 50s by the time the sun does set. So here's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures down to 43 degrees on Sunday, 49 on Monday, 59 though on Tuesday. We're in the 60s, guys, for Wednesday, Thursday. That's it. I'm done with this forecast.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lever.
What seemed like a far-fetched, even crazy idea a couple weeks ago is now a reality. Tony La Russa is going to be managing the White Sox. The Sox made it official today. La Russa is one of the greatest baseball managers of all time. He's already in the Hall of Fame. He's won more games than any other manager in history except for 2 other guys. And he's won 3 World Series championships. But all that seems like it happened a lifetime ago. So what makes the Sox and La Russa think this pairing will work out now with La Russa at the age of 76 and having not managed a game in 9 years?
In the end, Tony was the choice because it's believed that Tony is the best man to take us help us win championships over the next several years and usher us into what we expect to be a very exciting phase for White Sox baseball.
How rare it is to get an opportunity to manage a team that's this talented and this close to winning. Most of the time your chances are the opposite.
We're going to be talking more baseball tonight right here at 10 and also on Fox 39 after the NFL game. I recently interviewed new Beloit Snappers owner Quint Studer. We touched on the new stadium being built, changing the Snappers' name, and the matter of a new affiliation agreement with the Major League franchise. So catch that later tonight. 3 key Bears set out practice today with injuries. Khalil Mack, Allen Robinson, and Cody Whitehair. In Green Bay, Aaron Jones, I should say, set out practice again with his calf injury. Kevin King also sat out again. David Bakhtiari was on the field but was limited. I just gave our Packer fan a heart attack when I said Roger. We'll be right back.
Our First warning, interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. We've got the cloud cover, had a couple of sprinkles out there, and we might see just a few of those, especially to our east as we go through this evening. Temperatures tonight down in the 20s, only up to 47 for tomorrow, so a little bit on the cooler side again, but we lose some of that wind, and we should see a bit more sunshine as we go through the afternoon. It will be a cooler night tomorrow night. Temperatures, though, up near 59 for Saturday. Gets a little windy Saturday. Winds will really pick up on Sunday. Don't forget to set your clocks back 1 hour Saturday night as daylight saving time comes to an end on Sunday.
Last 3 days on that 7-day look great, Candace.
Sure do. And thanks for watching. We'll see you at 6.
Stay safe.